levels to this shit and you niggas stuck in a bungalow.
Yesterday, it was announced by a lot of reporters that the Green Bay Packers will only trade Aaron Rodgers to an AFC team. Immediately when I saw those reports yesterday, I instantly saw between the lines on this one. Obviously, if Aaron Rodgers does end up being traded, the Packers wouldn't want to play against him, so it makes sense for them to want that. As much as the Packers want to act like they have a choice on where Aaron Rodgers goes, in reality they don't. Aaron Rodgers has all the power in his future. He can retire or stay with the Packers, or he can get traded to a team that Aaron wants to play for. Think about it. If Aaron Rodgers says that he only wants to be traded to a specific NFC team and the Packers decide that they won't make that happen, he can just go ahead and retire. Or he could go ahead and not retire, forcing them to either keep him for $60 million when they just made it public that they wanted to get rid of him, and he could just sit on the bench and not play and get paid if he chose not to. Regardless, no team would trade for Aaron Rodgers if Aaron Rodgers made it clear that he wouldn't play for them. It's also in the Packers' best interest to get rid of Aaron Rodgers this year opposed to next year. Either if that's him retiring or him getting traded, they'll save $20 million on dead space this year in comparison to waiting next year. Right now, it's still the waiting game to see if Aaron Rodgers will even play this year. He's in the same boat as Tom Brady. We're gonna have to wait and see, because they're gonna wait and see how this NFL season finishes out. And they're gonna see what teams do in the offseason with their coaches and free agents in the draft. There's still about 2 to 3 months until decisions really need to be made, and that's after the draft. And then after that, we'll see what they choose to do. But right now, Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, like usual, control their destiny. And if I had to guess, I think Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady will even be considering the same teams next year. Raiders and the Colts probably have the most playoff ready teams roster wise, but both have huge questions regarding their coaching and their free agents. Bottom line, Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady will choose if they retire, if they play, and what team they will play for. All we can do is sit down and wait. And we have to still see what happens this year. Think about it. If the 49ers somehow lose in the playoffs and Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady wants to play there next year for cheap and they can make that happen, they're gonna make that happen. But if they end up winning a Super Bowl with Brock Purdy, they have no reason to go get Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady. So we still have to see what happens this year. There's a lot of teams up in the air. The Jets are also in consideration with Zach Wilson and their problems, but also they have an up and coming roster. So there's a lot of teams that are needy for a quarterback, and Lamar Jackson is kind of in the same boat as well. We don't know where he's going to be next year. They still haven't got contracts finished out, and they're going to go off of what happened this year as well. But when you look at it, Deshaun Watson and Kyler Murray make so much guaranteed money that he needs to be up there with them, and the Ravens have made it clear that they really aren't looking to pay him that much guaranteed money. So we're going to have to wait and see what this QB carousel ends up looking like this spring and this summer. But until then, comment down below what you think Aaron Rodgers should do. Comment down below what you think Tom Brady and Lamar Jackson should do, what teams they should play for. Drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, and until next time.